Real healing asks something of you. It's not a product you take, it's a path that you walk. And the first step is choosing to actually begin. We have to talk about something that might sting a little because I can't tell you how many times I have heard, I've tried everything and I get it. I've said that so many times too. But if you are being radically honest, trying everything is often just trying a lot of things halfway, jumping from one quick fix to another, hoping something sticks, hoping something works out without having to fully commit. That's not healing. That's surviving. That's symptom management. And if you are here for that, I will tell you right now, this is not the place. This is not the podcast for you. But if you are here because you are done living in the cycles of survival, if you are here because you are ready to break generational patterns, to claim a new way of existing, a new way of being for yourself, for your children, then this is the place for you. Welcome to the Follow Your Gut podcast, the show for the woman who's ready to stop outsourcing her and her family's health and start leading it. I'm your host, Juniper. Every week, I'll teach you how to understand your body and your child's symptoms through the lens of the gut so you can take clear, confident steps towards real healing. This isn't about chasing symptoms or following trendy protocols. This is about foundational healing, where we get to the root of it all, your gut. I am so happy you're here. Let's dive in. Healing is going to ask you to get uncomfortable. It is going to stir up resistance. It will stir up fear. It might even bring grief as you let go of old habits, identities, and comforts that no longer serve you. Healing is not easy. But do you know what's harder? Living half alive. Feeling disconnected from your body, watching your child suffer and being told to just wait it out. So I want to ask you, are you willing to pause the distractions, to stop numbing and start listening to your body, to your child's body, to cut the foods that are triggering inflammation, even if everyone around you is still eating them? Are you willing to stay consistent even when it's hard, even when it's inconvenient, even when results don't show up overnight? Because that is the path to true healing. That is what healing requires. Over the years, I've noticed there are typically two types of people who step into this work. The first is the one who is ready. She follows every recommendation, not because it's easy, but because she trusts the process. She feels divinely led to this healing, and her results reflect that. Her autistic child, who's never spoken, suddenly has a rapidly growing vocabulary. Her child with life-threatening allergies now tests negative to every allergen. Her own cycle that used to leave her curled on the floor in pain becomes completely symptom-free. These are real transformations that have happened time and time again with this healing method. They happen when belief meets action, and these women go all in with rebalancing. And then there's the second type, the one who wants to heal but fights every part of it. She resists the food changes, questions every supplement, looks for a loophole at every stage. She blames the process or her schedule or the cost because deep down, she isn't ready. This isn't bad. And many of these women do heal themselves or their child eventually, but it's harder and slower. And unfortunately, sometimes they don't heal at all because where our mind goes, our body flows. And if you are constantly looking for the reasons that this won't work, you will find them. Not because they're true, but because your mind is that powerful. You have the power to decide before you even begin that this is going to work, that your body is going to heal, that your child is going to heal, that this is the beginning of your transformation. And if you are nodding right now, if your chest feels constricted or hot or your eyes are welling up a little bit, that's your heart begging you. It takes a hell of a lot of courage to say yes to real healing. It is not easy, but you don't have to do it blindly. I created the course that comes with every gut rebalance kit, so you are not left wondering what to do next or questioning whether a flare means it's working or not. It walks you through everything you need to know. And the Rebalancing Collective is where your courage will be met with encouragement, where you'll be reminded that you are not alone and that this is 100% possible. But here's my tough love. If you are not ready to go all in, please don't waste your money or your time. Please don't waste my time in DMs or my customer care team's time. We are supporting thousands and thousands of families healing every single month, and no one can make the choice for you. No one can do the work. No one can make this healing happen. I get messages every day from women wanting me to basically convince them to do this, but that is not my role. I am not here to drag anyone across the healing line. I am here to meet you where you are. And if you are not ready yet, that is okay. There is no shame in that. But if you are ready, go all in. No more dabbling. No more, we'll start next Monday. No more waiting for permission or the perfect time, because healing doesn't wait, and neither should you. If you are going to do this, do it for yourself, for your child, for the generations that come after you. This isn't about being perfect. It is about being willing to trust, willing to show up, willing to believe before the results even come that healing is happening and that it's possible. So if you are still trying to convince yourself, this might not be your time, and that is okay. You will find your way back here again, and we will gladly welcome you into this world of healing. But as something deep inside your body already knows, stop negotiating with your fear and go for it. Before we wrap up, I love closing out the episode with your transformations and answers to your questions. This is my favorite way to stay connected with you and to support you no matter where you are in your healing journey. If you want to submit a question, I open up a question box every month on my Instagram stories, so watch for that. Submit your questions and make sure you are subscribed to the podcast so you are sure to hear the answers. Now, let's get into it. A transformation and a question asked by so many of you in last month's question box. This testimonial gave me chills, not just because of the outcome, but because of what this mama and her daughter have walked through to get here. She shared, I did the cleanse for my daughter after a chronic yeast infection and food allergies, likely caused from multiple rounds of antibiotics and surgery for the removal of a tumor on her small intestine. I had tried other cleanses, but nothing worked until this. And in less than 2 months, she has 0 food allergies, no rashes, and her yeast infection is gone. I am so impressed and so grateful. And to be honest, we didn't even follow the diet perfectly. That's how amazing these products are. This is such an important reminder that healing is possible, no matter how much you have been through, how severe your symptoms are, and no matter how many different things you have tried, because your gut holds everything. When there has been trauma, medication, overgrowth, or immune stress, the gut becomes inflamed and imbalanced, and symptoms like rashes, yeast infections, and food allergies are simply how the body cries out. Just like this sweet girl you and your child can heal. Now for our question. Can cleansing heal a child's allergies to dogs or lessen them? This is such a great question because it opens up a much bigger conversation about the gut, the immune system, and how allergic responses are actually symptoms of deeper imbalance. When someone, because this pertains to both children and adults, so when someone is allergic to dogs or to anything really, their immune system is reacting to something it shouldn't see as a threat. And that heightened reactivity almost always traces back to the gut. Here's why. Over 70% of the immune system stems from the gut. So when the gut is out of balance, it creates inflammation. It overwhelms the immune system and it makes it hyperreactive. The body starts sounding the alarm over things that are actually harmless, like dog dander or pollen or certain foods. So, yes, rebalancing the gut can absolutely lessen a child or an adult's allergic reactions. I've seen this over and over again. Children and adults who were once super reactive to animals suddenly become more tolerant as their gut heals and their immune systems calm down. So, while no one can promise that an allergy will disappear overnight, the shift that happens when the gut is healed is so transformational for so many families. It's life-changing. If this episode resonated with you, share it with a friend or a family member who's ready to lead her family's healing. Everything mentioned in this episode is linked down below for you in the show notes. Be sure to subscribe to the Nourish newsletter, also linked down below, so you never miss an episode. I will email you the latest episode every Tuesday morning. Everything shared on this show is for educational purposes only, not intended as medical advice. Until next time, trust your body and follow your gut.